Hello, hello, hello. So, Terence and Jacy, welcome to my Two Friends episode. It's really nice to have you guys here. And so, guys, those of you who are watching, I'm having here with me two relationship coaches, extraordinary coaches. Let me check it out. So Terence is an intimacy coach trained by John Gray, and Jacy Wee is the love generator coach dedicated to life's work, changing the world one relationships at a time. So, guys, welcome to my humble show. It's really nice to having you here.
Thank you, Philip, and so excited to have this conversation with you.
Yes, and I'll be your rather than elaborate. I'm no longer elaborate, but I want what we're gonna be talking about today, is like the one key area of my life, which is probably the most foreign, the most alien, the most strange to me. I am not unfamiliar with the concept of lust and passion, but I am 100% unfamiliar with the concept of like romance, because I have never had a successful committed relationship before in my life, and so I think it will be interesting to dissect me. I'm like the exhibit A of what we're going to be talking about today. So I would like to ask you guys for coaching around this area, and in that process of doing so, because so how many people on planet Earth would go out and tell people, hey, I have a relationship problem? Not many people, right? So I think that a lot of people might benefit from watching me getting coached by you guys surrounding this area. And you know me, I'm quite shameless one, so like I'm very, very fine with telling you guys whatever it is that is going on with me. So how shall we begin?
Let's begin by you say you have no idea about romance, and then you say, is there some area you want to get to? Coaching begins with a gap, and depends where you are and where you want to go. Let's look at where you want to go, then we can look at where you are now.
Okay, cool. But is it okay if, let's say, as I speak, I may fly around all over the place? Yeah? I got 1, 2. I will start with two things that I am noticing. Mm-hmm. So, the first thing is not really so much of me noticing, but more like people's feedback of me. People say that this come from both friends as well as like past partners and things. They say that I have some difficulty in feeling, but I don't really resonate with that. But it seems to me that there are quite a number of people who gave me the same feedback. So I would like to see, is it really true that I have something that I'm resisting? Is it perhaps that I am preventing myself from falling in love with people? Is it perhaps that is the case? I honestly don't know. So I want to take a look at that. And number two, it's something that always happens to me for some reason. I don't know why, but whenever I find myself getting drawn to someone, right, I become overly obsessed, and I'll tell you about the most recent case, right? Actually happened a couple of months ago, and I literally I pissed her off so bad, and it's just never the same after that, So the way that happened is actually a couple of years ago. I operated a business, and it was a gym. And she was actually a member of that gym. And throughout the whole interaction, every time I talk to her, it was like, I feel very, very good, because back then, the feelings back then is not really pleasant. And and she seemed to be, at that point in time, my experience of it, she seemed to be the only one who understands, who gets what I'm about. But at a point in time, she was engaged, you see. So I didn't pursue it any further, but I always had feelings for her. And recently I discovered that she got divorced. And I'm like, yay! I was so happy and excited, right? So I go and reconnect with her and talk to her. But in that, for some reason, right, it feels like one of those cases where, at some point at the beginning, people are engaging with you. She was engaging with me, but over time, she was engaging with me less and less. But because I was having such a good time just talking to her, I didn't pay attention. I didn't notice any of that. And one day when I did finally notice that, right, I thought to myself, like I started to overthink, and I thought to myself, is like, what is going on with her? Is she going through some difficult time or whatever? And so I try to dig it out of her. But in that attempt, I've committed a sin that no coach should ever commit, which is I have projected onto her. So in the course of that conversation, she finally told me off. And she said she's okay. She just want to put a rest to that. But I kind of have a sense that, you know, she don't really feel she don't really feel like talking to me anymore. And then from then onwards, I just basically, no matter how badly I want to talk to her, right, I just hold, don't go to her, don't go to her anymore, don't talk to her anymore. Because in the past, a lot of friendships, quite a number of friendships with women who I am really attracted to, ended up bad because of this exact kind of pattern. So whatever it is other people do to me, I don't care. But the most important thing is I want to take responsibility, in that I don't want to leave a negative experience of feelings in other people's life. I don't want to contribute any negativity to people's life. And that's the reason why it's like, okay, it's better if I don't talk to her anymore. So this is the second one. Basically too intentional, too obsessed, you know, and ended up messing up the relationship before it even began. So that's my problem.
Okay. Let's start with number 2 first. Number 1, as little context. Number 2, in the sense that number 2, when I look at it, what I hear from you is this. You finally found someone that understands you. Kind of.
In the past. So the first time I met her, I think it was like 4 years ago.
Yeah.
And 4 years ago,
even if it's now, you are thinking that she understands you, correct? Accurate?
No, I don't think she understands me anymore. Because we've both changed, and back, it's like that memory of back then. You know, back then I felt misunderstood all the time, and I back then I care a lot about people understanding me. Nowadays, not so much anymore. I don't quite care anymore. But back then, it was like that. So, for some very weird reason, which I can't pinpoint a finger to, I still have feelings for her. So that was the case.
Got it. You were connected, that's all.
Yeah. But the problem is actually not so much of me wanting to get back to her or get with her. It's not that, you see. The problem is like, I am behaving in a way that I shouldn't be behaving. It's like I got hijacked. and I don't want to be hijacked, you know. I don't want to do this to other people. That's the problem.
Yeah. So what did you do then? Basically, it's like you said you were talking and then she disengaged. So what did you do?
Yeah, I tried harder.
You what?
I tried harder.
You tried harder to what?
To get her to engage. This is really embarrassing, just so you know. but I'll own up to it.
Yeah, you tried harder.
You
wanted her attention.
Yep, correct.
And what did you do to get it?
Let me think. Because I was really unconscious at the time. Let me just try to remember. I shared more about myself, and I asked her more about herself. Yeah.
Okay, you shared more about yourself, and you asked more of herself. Good. Did she answer you?
Not really.
How come?
I don't know. I think she would just like, after I went through the whole episode of thinking about it, and after I calmed the hell down, right, The only conclusion that my working theory or conclusion is just simply she's not attracted. That's all. She's just not interested, lah. But her not interested is not the problem. My behaving a certain way, that is the problem.
Yeah. So the question would be, what is it about you that caused her to be disinterested?
No idea. But then again, like, people are interested or not is not a matter of problem or no problem, isn't it? It's more like a matter of compatibility.
That's your brain talking.
Okay.
Well, you being unique, there's almost no one can be compatible with you anyway. If you want to run with that story.
No, not necessarily. It is like magnets can only attract when it is the opposite force.
Yeah.
So
that's a good story. But the result is that she wasn't interested.
She's just not interested.
It could be she's just not interested.
Yeah, she's just not interested.
Yeah. If you want to stay with that, then that's it. That's the end of the story. There's no more further going there's no point going anywhere. If you put the onus on the other person that's not interested, that's the end of it. Unless you have a look inside. What is it about you that caused her to be disinterested?
I try too hard. I think so.
Like what?
Like, I text her all the time.
Well, it's not just your action. What about your being?
My being. I was probably being intrusive. Or like at least intrusive from her perspective, because different culture. She actually told me that she's a private person, and I'm not a private person at all. I'm like, I wash my dirty laundry in public, okay. So a lot of conversations that I am prepared to have in public. For her, she's not the kind of person who would have this conversation in public. She keeps her circle of friends very small, and she only tells things to that small group of friends, you see.
Got it.
Yeah.
You knowing that kind of information and yet still do what you do, what do you get? Can you guess the impact?
I wasn't paying attention. I was being unconscious.
Okay. That's a good way to go about it.
I literally don't know until she shut me down, and I'm like, what did I just do? And I feel really bad about it. And for a few days, it's like, what did I just do? Yeah.
Well, that's kind of you being open and be able to be shameless. It's you.
Yeah.
Then, as well as that's part of you, you are also kind of like, there's a part of you is kind of assuming that everyone is kind of the same.
Yeah, totally.
So by doing that, can you see the impact on you and the people around you?
Yeah, totally. Which is why after that I made a commitment, and I said I need to pay attention on what are the people's needs around me, right? Regardless of whether I'm interested in the person or not, regardless of whether I'm attracted or is there any gain or benefit, I made a commitment to myself that I'm gonna pay attention to other people's needs and really focus on that rather than my own needs, because I was driven with, I need to say this, I need to text this, I need to see her, I need to hear her, all these things, right? And I think that was pretty unfair for her, lah.
You just have your needs unmet and expect it from her.
My needs unmet. Expect. expect? Did I expect it from her? I'm not sure if I'm expecting it from her though.
Okay.
I think I was.
Got it. You text her because you just need to text her because.
Just because it's like just because it's like I enjoy it. It's like even if it is just one-way conversation also I still enjoy, it's like shocks and diri.
That's you. That's you. You yeah, you know that. And what is the impact on the other person?
Yeah, it's not pleasant lah.
I don't know. You find out.
Yeah, I'm saying it's not pleasant. Definitely not pleasant for her.
Got it. You being you, sometimes it's being unpleasant for someone else.
Correct.
Then what do you want to do about it?
Jamie said, "Take me as I am." I think the solution is still to pay attention, unless there's something else that I'm not seeing.
Okay, but pay attention is not you.
It is, but I want to be.
Yeah, you want to be, but it's not you.
And
if it's not you, you will do it short term. And then after that, you stop doing it. And then they will wonder why.
Okay. So, which means that so what do I do? What I need to find somebody who don't care that I'm not being mindful.
But you're not mindful. You're not attention given. Basically, it's like it's like the term will be it's like interesting versus interested. You're just being interesting. You're not interested in them.
Ouch!
You're
That's painful to hear.
You're being interesting to get people to like you. That's all. You want to be liked.
Question, Felix. Are you looking for external validation on how unique and brilliant you are?
No. Or at least I don't think so lah. I tend to take people's opinion very seriously. So if you say that this is how I show up, I will seriously look into it lah. Yeah, but so far I make it a point that I don't care about people's thoughts of me, and I'm just minding my own. But I try to. Maybe I'm being unconscious right now as I'm saying it. I don't know. So,
like you said, you don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. But I'm definitely not looking for external validation, and I actually don't quite care whether I'm liked or not.
I got it. It's obvious.
Is that now, present, or in the past?
In the past, I quite want to be liked in the past, and then I realized that I want to be liked. And then I realized that if I want to be liked, there is no way I can be liked.
Yeah, that's why I'm picking up two energies here. One part of you wants to be liked. Another part of you, I don't care. And to me, it feels sort of like a survival mechanism. This is what I'm picking up.
I wanted to be liked by her. I wanted to be liked by her. Like other people, I don't quite care.
Yeah. So my question is, are you looking for external validation from the woman that you want to be with?
Yes. from the woman that I want to be with. Yes.
Yeah. And so it comes it comes into your conversation that you're texting her, shock sendiri, having a
Yellow.
conversation, hoping that she'll get interested, and then there's no response.
Yellow.
Or what was her response? Oh, this is just too much for me.
She says actually she was pretty quiet throughout, and she was just like reciprocating quite a lot. I get a sense that she was also trying, but it wasn't really working. And the moment I projected on her, okay, just because I feel especially shameful about it, I'm gonna talk about it. So the way I deal with problems, right, is I have a tendency to retreat into my shell. So going out and talking about my problems like costs energy to me. To retreat and think about it doesn't cost any energy to me. So the reason why I said I projected on her is because I assume that she was going into her shell by not talking to me because of certain things that she says. So it make me have that assumption in my head.
Okay.
So I keep on. I made wrongful assumptions about why she's behaving the way she's behaving, and I informed her of that. And I told her of that, and because of that, right, on the third time, right, like she had it already. She's enough. The first time she ignored me. The second time she gently told me. The third time she had enough. She said that our conversations feels forced.
Yeah, it's projected.
Yeah, it's projected. So like the moment she said that, I was like, oh. Then I went into my shell.
Okay, there's two parts of it. First part is, let's talk about the ego part of it. See,
Yeah.
you being shameless and being able to talk anything in the public is kind of one part of your ego to avoid being hurt.
How so?
So if you're shameless, you don't get hurt.
Yes, that's true.
So that's one part of this part of ego makeup. Okay, and the other part is like totally avoiding that is one way to go, because when totally avoiding is also, like I said, you don't have access to your heart when you totally avoid it. The next part is you, like what Jacy said, is you on one side you want to be loved and you want the attention, and on the other side is you don't care, and they both cuts together. It's like slamming on the fuel and slamming on the brake at the same time.
Does it mean I need to choose?
I didn't say that.
What do I need to do then?
This is what you do.
Okay.
You want attention, and you want love, and you don't care at the same time.
Yeah.
How do you think people get you with that?
You're referring to people, or you're referring to her?
Let's just work with her. People will be, you don't care about most people anyway, so just her.
Yeah. I'll be pretty enigmatic. Yeah.
What do you think is the consequences of you doing that?
People can't, or at least she won't be able to relate or connect.
You want to connect, but you play the game that people can connect with you. Therefore, you have a constant results that it will always be kind of start and then end even faster. The inability to feel.
There's something that
I agree. It just,
Go
yeah.
ahead.
No, I say I agree. It's just I don't know what to do from here.
Okay. What I'm picking up is this. I feel like you may be putting women through an unconscious test. It's like, can you deal with all of me? And if you can't, then that's it. You know. So it
How do you
feels like
set up?
I mean, I'm a woman, and I say, so
Okay.
I have to go through like this really tough test with Felix, to like squeeze my brain, maybe have an intellectual conversation with you, and I feel like I'm gonna have to prove myself to you in order to be with you.
Oh. But how do I make you feel that?
There's a part of you that wants to feel or wants to be seen as unique and special. So I don't really care what people think of me. I'm just going to be totally authentic and who I am, which is great, right? But in a relationship with a woman, it feels like she's got to go through some really tough tests just to be next to you, and that's hard.
Well, the other part is this, okay? Where do you go when you hear about all this feedback? Immediately, you go to your head and to figure things out. Relationship is matters of the heart. But you're so comfortable with your head, stuff, you straight away disconnect from your heart and go to your head and figure things out. That's how it is. Basically, that's how it is. Not
So
willing.
then the more interesting you want to be, the more disengaged it becomes. Yeah.
But I'm still not getting I still don't understand where should I go like from here.
From a woman's point of view, I would say find out what her boundaries are. In terms of space, you said she's a very private person. So
Yeah.
it may take time for you to just open up slowly. You open up a little, she opens up a little, you open up a little, she opens up a little. So that's how you non-intrusive way to enter her space. And when she feels safe, she will open up to you. But if she doesn't feel safe, she's going to close the door.
Yeah, I get it.
The door.
So like what? Like I take one step and I will just wait until she takes another step before I take another step. Okay.
That's the strategy part. You don't need any more strategies. You can figure things out. Like if you want a significant difference, stop going to your head.
But you gotta understand, going to my head is not a choice.
It is a choice because
I don't. Yeah, but I don't even realize that I'm going to my head. You see.
Yes. Now I'm letting you know. You realize, and you're conscious that you go to your head. You have a choice now, not to go to your head, not to use your head.
I see. Okay. Survival so Jamie asked survival mechanism. Does it mean Felix is trying to protect himself?
Yeah, he goes to the head to protect the heart. He figured things out to protect the heart. That's all.
It's a tough pill to swallow,
You asked for it.
I'm trying to see how to agree with that assessment.
Oh, it's not the basically, if you're looking for agreement and disagreement, it comes from a space of you're not being open. That's all.
So being open, Okay, so being open means I neither agree or nor disagree. I just listen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
No, why would I? What would you're asking for support? Why would you agree or disagree with what we are presenting to you? We are just presenting what we see and
I
reflecting what
see.
we hear. There's nothing to
I
agree or
see.
disagree.
Okay, I got it. Okay.
Be curious instead. Say, oh, this looks interesting. What can I explore here?
Well, that's why I'm here, ma, right? Like that's why I made the request, ma. Oh, Coco are friends of you. Coco Wong says hello, Terence Jacy.
Hi,
Good to see you
Coco.
again. By the way, you guys can see the chat, right? Awesome.
Yeah,
Nice.
I can see the chat. Yeah.
Yes, we can.
Okay.
You know the NLP part, right?
Mm.
That people put their heads because they're still figuring it out. Like they're still figuring it out.
So what do I do? Where do I put my hands? On my heart? You want me to do this?
It's a
Then
good start.
feels better.
I'll do like this then.
Yeah, it shifts your energy.
It shifts my energy.
You can ask the audience.
Ask the audience, yeah.
Like that?
Ask the audience. Did they shift? Who did that?
You can ask the audience. Don't think
But this is body language. Is like how it could be different how I'm feeling it and how they are seeing it, right?
They can feel. They don't have to see. They can feel.
Hi.
Straight away, that's a shift.
So Felix, a question for you.
Yeah.
If you
I'm gonna put it here.
if you
That
didn't
looks stupid.
try,
I'm being open, Coco. I'm being open.
yeah, I know you see the
Yeah.
the brain, the head, the heart, right?
Yeah.
So Felix,
Yeah.
if you were not trying so hard to be interesting and unique, and that you have to prove something in order for her to like you, who would you be?
Okay. Sorry. How would I be?
Who?
In terms of what I do, who?
Who would
This is
you
a
be?
very hard question to answer.
Because
Jamie,
you're in your
are you asking me to not put my hand here? Or what are you asking me to do?
Oh, hang on.
Do I let go? Right? What do you mean do?
I'll
Don't
be
think
right
where to
back.
put it. Just act natural.
I'll be right back. Hang on.
Okay, cool. But head's quieter now, buddy. The answer is head's quiet. Well, let me see. Who would I be? It's a very hard question for me to answer. Because there's all this baggage about with the things that I learned on the intellectual answer of who am I. So, where should you go? She'll be right back, I think.
Yeah, she just got disconnected. Probably power.
Okay. Power? Okay.
Yeah, she's on her laptop.
Okay, Joe Alka just joined. She's lost here. Okay, Joe. Basically, what is happening here is that I am subjecting myself to be coached in the realm of love and romance, which is an area that I am most unfamiliar with. Yeah, that's what's happening, and it's very uncomfortable. Let me tell you that. Okay. So just take comfort in the knowledge that I am a lot more uncomfortable than you are. Okay.
See, in your head, what's automatic is strategies and things to do.
Yeah. Agree.
In your heart is being and connection.
Mhm.
So that's why we're asking, who are you being? That's all.
I am my head is interfering very strongly with the question right now.
I got it.
Yeah.
Because that's where you go to all the time. So that's the automatic. And
Yeah.
the whole practice here is about you to listen to hear. And this part sometimes is like beep, beep, and it's practice. If you have zero practice, how many years you have lived on this planet now is the practice. And if you intend to have a difference in your future relationship, start now. That's
Okay.
what I'm just proposing. You don't have to do it.
Okay. I want to do it though.
Good.
Yeah. But the moment I ask how do I do it, I'm already going to my head. So I cannot even ask how do I do it.
So that wasn't a question.
Yeah, that's why who am I, ma?
Who are you being
How to
in
answer?
that moment?
Oh, okay. Who am I being in that moment? If I
With her.
don't try to with her, I'll be nobody.
Keep going.
That's good. From empty and meaningless, you can create. So who would you be?
I'll just be there lah.
Okay.
I think that it. I think I don't need to expand any further than just being available. That's all.
Yeah. Do you get it? Felix, when you're in your heart,
Yeah.
you very, very few words and quiet, and your energy is different.
Okay.
You can ask the audience. You say, now even in your heart, that you are lower and you have very few words. When you're here, you just talk nonstop like a bullet train. That's a sign.
Yes. I get it.
So when you said you'll be there, how would being there look like with her?
Being there, like I wouldn't even be with her. I can't. It cannot be my right. Because it's like she's not reaching out. And if I don't want anything at all, then I wouldn't even reach out to her.
Got it. There's a confusion of being there versus showing that you're there.
Being there versus showing that I'm there.
You're doing, I'm here, look at me, I'm here for you. I'm here for you, rather than being there. There's a difference.
We don't like but she wouldn't even know that I'm there unless I show up, right?
That's in your head. You don't know.
Okay? I don't know.
Yeah. But what your practice is, I'm here. That's what you practiced.
Okay.
Have you watched the movie City of Angels?
No.
Cage?
No.
Good. I suggest that you watch that movie. He's good at being there.
City of Angels.
Yeah, old movie.
$1998. Nicolas Cage and Meg Ryan. Okay. Okay.
Just see what Nicolas Cage do. That's being there.
Okay. Duncan said head versus heart fight now. Guys, I don't even need to ask you how am I being. You automatically tell me all of the things. Huh?
We can see.
Okay.
We can see.
I mean, after this, all of us go watch City of Angels. Let's do a watch party in the mountaintop.
That's like it's such a good one. Yeah. Well, if there is a breakthrough for you today, it would be just realizing this.
Okay.
And in the future, practicing being there.
Okay.
If you can just do this one thing, that is already enough.
Okay. Got it. I will study that and emulate that. Being there.
Okay. Well, it's not just do what he does. It is from a different space.
I get it. I need to feel what he does.
Yes.
And then be like that.
Okay. Yeah. So for those that's watching here today, next week, Tuesday, 23rd, we are doing a relationship circle for the singles. It's about stopping your unconscious patterns of recreating the same relationship pattern again. That's somewhere. Jacy, do you have the details? I don't have details.
Oh, Jamie will be posting it in the.
Okay. Jamie will post the details for those watching. So we'll be sharing more of this kind of conversation. If you're interested, then you can come and join us.
Yeah. So Jamie posted up. I'll pin it to the top. So those of you who are interested can click on that link and go lah.
Okay. Well, let's come back to you. It's like, Deacon mentions that being physical being there or both, that's inclusive of heart beingness. It's like you're there in your head versus you're there in your heart. A woman can get it. We have also couple ones, Emily. A woman get it. A woman can feel you. And if you feel disconnected, then they will feel that too, that you're not in your heart. And if she's looking for a relationship from the heart, you're not it. Unless you look for another woman that is totally not in the heart.
both also walking heads.
Yeah. She's more comfortable being in the head only, and you comfortable in the head, which is not bad. When you started, you talk about experiencing romance. Romance is from the heart. So when you can start moving from your head to your heart, you can move into the romance conversation. But let's start with moving a bit from the head to the heart.
Okay. Got it.
See? It's different when we hear that you got it.
Yeah.
What would you like to add on?
What does romance look like to you, Felix?
I don't know.
Okay, let's handle the question with you. Same question. How does romance feel like to you?
How does romance feel like to me?
You're in your head. Put your hand on your heart. Feel. Where do you feel the sensation in your body?
My hand.
Awesome, man. You don't feel it on your chest, you just feel it on your hands. Your arm is that hard of yours.
Well, I think relationships, right? In a lot of the past relationships, it feels because it wasn't successful, so it feels bad, and it feels what is the term again? It feels codependent. Yeah, and feels very heavy, needy, very, how do I put it? It feels like I'm lugging a baggage.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you ready to let that go?
Hold on, Duncan. I'm glad to hear you say that. It is fun to see this happening. Am I ready to let it go? I'm tempted to say no. But you see, my head is also helping me right now, because my head say I should let it go. But my heart is like, no, don't let it go, don't let it go.
Got it. Basically, your head says that don't let those thoughts go. Hold on to that. Remember, so that you don't get hurt again. That's your head. And then your heart says that I want love. I want love. Then you get into the next relationship.
But it feels like my heart is the one that is not wanting to let go, not my head though.
Mm-hmm. That's how it works.
Okay.
You know why your heart doesn't want to let go? Because that is the moment your heart feels love. As well, it feels pain. And when you let go of the pain, it also lets go of the love. You're just holding on to love and pain.
Okay. Wait, can you repeat that again?
What did you hear? I'll repeat it. But what did you hear?
Something about letting go and letting go of pain and love together at the same time, something like that.
Yeah. The reason why we have pain, for those listening in, is the same thing. The reason why it hurts, because we love. We have love, therefore we have experienced pain. If we did not love, we wouldn't have felt painful.
Cannot connect. Don't get it.
Okay. Say, Jacy, would you like to say it differently, maybe?
The experience you have of the word love is collapsed with the experience of pain.
Okay.
So, is it possible that you are feeling both love and pain at the same time? And therefore, in order to not feel the pain, you reject love.
No, I don't feel much, or rather, I'm pretty comfortable with emotional pain. What I don't want is what is entangled with love is fear.
Ah,
Yeah,
what is it that you fear?
fear not getting what I want.
And what do you want?
With specific to that lady, I wanted a relationship with her.
Got it. The head is the relationship. And in the relationship, what's the emotion behind that with her?
It's fear.
Got it. I get it. You're very present to your fear. That's all. This is what's in the way of you feeling more.
What's in the way of me feeling more?
Fear. You just said that.
Okay. Coco suggested fear of my love is fear of rejection. It's not fear of rejection. It's fear of not attaining the goal. And so there is a fear of setting a goal in the first place.
Yeah.
Because
It's the fear of kind of like failure. It's kind of like fear of failure. It's like, I don't want to set a goal because when I set up, I fail. And I fail, I get disappointed. When I get disappointed, I get disappointed with myself. And that it's a whole cycle of conversation and feeling for you.
So what happens to Felix when you don't achieve what you want?
Nothing.
So then what's the fear about?
Not getting what I want.
Yeah, you just said you're not getting what you want. Then what happens to you when you don't get what you want? Nothing, So,
Nothing is the problem, isn't it?
Wait, stop that. When he says nothing is from here, it's no longer here.
Nothing is the problem. Nothing is the problem because like a gap only exists when there is something that I want, and that's where I'm at. So like across my whole life, it's not often that I meet someone like that. Right? So and if it wasn't for her, like I wouldn't even be thinking about having a relationship. So once I see that, then it's like, okay, I want it to happen. But because I want it to happen so badly, there is also a fear of me screwing it up, which is exactly what I did. And yeah, the screwing it up also because I'm because of fear. Like a lot of my actions are also due to fear.
It's fear driven.
Yeah, it's fear driven, totally.
Got it. You fear that she don't see you. You fear that she don't feel you. So you do a lot of that. And she gets that. That's all. Women are very instinctive. Scarily instinctive, you can ask Jacy. They feel that. They feel that fear. Why would they want to be with someone that, like you say, fear on the inside, but fearless on the outside? They sense that. That's the presentation. I'm brave, but inside, I'm chicken. So that's what she got. And that's the result you get.
Joe asks, if you don't want to feel this fear, what do you want instead? I guess I want to feel acceptance. I want to feel peace with whatever the outcome is. That's what I want. I have.
But the acceptance is a good conversation. See, since we have like about 5 minutes left, the acceptance is a good conversation. Have you accepted yourself from here, not from here?
It's getting there.
Getting there is not there. That means you have not. That's all.
I mean, who has?
Plenty.
Mm.
Ask Jacy.
Felix, do you love the unlovable parts of you?
Good question.
It's a good question, but I want to say yes, but I don't want to say yes because that you in all my personal journey of transformation, there are so many times which is like yes, and then as it turned out, no, and then yes, and then as it turns out, no. So I've come to this place where it's like I better not assume that I have already accepted myself. I better not assume that I've already there or whatever. That's just pride talking.
Yep.
Okay.
You know.
It's like let's go bit by bit. Okay, which part of you that's unlovable?
Which part of me that's unlovable? Nothing. How can? Sorry, it come from my head, lah. I cannot answer it from my heart.
Got it. I'm waiting. Done with your head. Now go to your heart. Answer the question.
Which part of me is unlovable? No, the question is not which. The question is when. When am I unlovable, rather than when, where am I unlovable? And I am unlovable when I'm being needy.
Got it.
Yeah.
That's the part of you.
Oh, okay, cool, got it.
Did you use being needy to get attention when you were young?
I wasn't using needy to get attention. I was just being needy.
Was it to get acceptance?
No. It was just to get whatever it is that I want to get at a point in time. It is just all over the place depending on which state that I've been. But I was being very needy. I was prioritizing my needs above other people. That's what I define as being needy, lah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Well, let's reflect today. How are being with that woman that you're talking about, texting and all these things, is the same thing. You're just being needy in a different form. I need your attention. I need your acceptance. I need you to see me. That's all. And that part has not healed. That's all.
Correct. Correct.
So it's just about healing that part of you, and then there will be a different experience.
So if Felix is not being needy, who would Felix be then?
Felix will be there. Yeah, you see, the thing, Jamie said girls don't like needy guys. At least most girls I know. Of course, nobody likes needy. Even men don't like needy girls. And I've been in a relationship where the girl was very needy, but it is not so much of the neediness that is the problem. It is when I'm being unconscious, that's the problem. It's like if we're having a sales conversation, if it is in about other parts of my life which is very developed, and I'm very conscious about that already, then the whole idea of being needy it wouldn't even be there. But I think that it's like sometimes some parts of our lives is not, it's lagging behind or something, and we just don't have that level of practice.
Got it. We don't have. We have Practice more, practice less.
Sorry?
We just have certain, like I say, certain parts you're more practice, certain parts you're less.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not labeling myself as needy. It's just some like there's this lady on Facebook right now. Actually a couple of months back we started talking. And then after a while, I mean, I find her kind of attractive, but not deeply. And I was talking to her, and then at some point, work just took over. And because of work, right, I just stopped focusing on that one. And a couple of weeks later, I started a conversation to her again, and she said that I was insensitive. I wasn't, like I come on to her, and then after that I leave like that. Like for her, I was in no way needy, you see. But for this lady, who I was deeply attracted to, I was being needy. So it's a bit schizophrenic in that sense. But I think, yeah, different people, different parts of our lives have different. I don't know, I just want to point that out. I'm not labeling myself as needy as a whole.
No, that is a priority conversation. She was priority when you're free, and when you're not free, she drops below priority. That's all. Yeah. She's not important. Therefore, you stop talking to her. So she says that, okay, then she knows.
When you're ready,
that you're not ready, and you're kind of like, okay, I'm not on the priority list. Why would I want to hang out with you? That's
correct.
It.
Yeah.
She stopped. That's clear. Either they are on or they are off. It's consistent. So if you're doing something that you're not, then you can't be consistent. That's all.
Okay.
Basically, they found out about you. You don't like that.
What?
The girl that you talked to, and then you got dropped off by work, found out about you. That she's not a priority.
Yeah, she's not a priority.
Got it. Therefore, she stopped. She found out. Okay, we'll be going more around of all the other small areas already, okay? Let's conclude that the two things that we started off today, which is one, we talk about romance, which is matters of the heart, that you're kind of getting an idea. And we talked about the relationship that you are at and dissected and found out like, how come it happened? It's because you're more being interesting and then being interested. And then we also got to a bit more of you kind of pay attention. Yeah, that's all. So that's kind of what we got to. And what you want to do with this awareness, it's up to you. What do you want to do with it? If you can one step that you take forward, what would that be? And that's
I'll watch City of Angels.
Got it. Let's start with that first. And if there's anything, you can, of course, feel free to reach out to Jacy and myself. You know us offline anyway. So you can reach out to us, then we can support you if you need more, okay? For those that are still watching today, then like, if any question, post it up on or the Mars Venus website, or reach out to Jacy and myself. We'll feel free to answer your questions. See if there's anything that we can support you anyway.
Yeah, and guys, I'm gonna be pinning up their event later on up there. So if you guys want to check out the event, you want to sign up for it, go ahead, click on the event, and you'll be able to sign up for it. And my hands are constantly up here. If even when I'm not talking to people, this is just my most comfortable position. So I hope that answers your question, Jamie. Yeah. A quick note. I have recently decided to switch platform to Discord, simply because there's a lot of techy things that I can do there that I cannot do on Facebook. So inside the Discord, my Discord server's name is called The Mountaintop. There's a robust onboarding process that's happening in there. But basically, all you need to know is we're gonna be having conversations about all facets of personal development. love and romance being one of them, health and fitness, money, wealth, career, vocation, spirituality. We have all kinds of threads that is going on over there, and I'm going to be moderating all of that. And there's a lot of surprise attractions there as well. So I'm not launching it. I'm not inviting anything yet. I'm just putting it out there so that you guys can get a little bit of a teaser before I actually launch it up. So you guys want to know more about the mountaintop, just stay tuned on my feed, and we shall see you soon. So Terence, Jacy, thank you for coming. Thank you for spending the time and coaching me. It is definitely not a comfortable conversation for me to have, but it's nice to do this. I love pushing myself to do things which is uncomfortable. So
Felix, so Felix, I just want to truly acknowledge you for your courage to have this conversation with us online. Every one of your friends can see this, right?
recorded forever.
And it really takes a lot of courage to do this. And I really, truly want to honor you and to acknowledge you for having this conversation. Because a lot of people are afraid to even talk about it. And they're thinking, okay, maybe I'll just sweep it under the carpet and perhaps something will happen and things will change and will miraculously be a happy ever after. It doesn't happen that way, right? Life is messy. Rumble with it, right? And I love that you can be open and authentic about it. Right? Trust the process. Be more in your heart. When you know you're looking up in your head, bring your hand to your heart. Feel more. Practice with your girlfriends. There's so many ladies over here who are just, messaging you, say, hey, can you just slap me or, just give me a wake-up call when I'm in my head and just remind me to be in my heart.
Yeah.
Practice with them,
Yeah.
right? So if you're willing to practice with Felix, please type in the comment. Like, support him in that manner. And I
just want to make
go ahead.
I want to make a quick request for all of you guys who are listening, because for some reason it's like one of the things that I want to challenge I face with. If let's say there is an opportunity, I would like to have a conversation with you guys about it. One of the things that I constantly face for some reason, right, is that people keep on projecting on me. So it's like whenever someone sees me, like they see one side of me, and I say this is love and relationship, right? And sometimes people automatically they assume that this is me every area of my life, and so it's like constant advice, constant unsolicited advice. So I just want to point this out today. I requested for the advice, which is like I asked Terence and Jacy to come and coach me about this. So I do not know how to phrase this, but just please understand this. I don't want my my inbox to be suddenly filled with like 100 different advices, which is all of which is unsolicited and things like that. It would be another, like I have to reply one at a time. So just please understand. It is not easy to do this on camera, and I don't want to make it any more harder than this, And yeah, I'm gonna stop talking now.
Well, I do have a gift for all your viewers here today. It's going to be my birthday next Saturday anyway, on the 27th of March. So a gift for all of you listening.
Hey, go ahead.
If you love this conversation, please click share. Share it on your own Facebook timeline. Share what you got from the conversation, and the person with the most likes, comments, engagement by the end of the 21st of March, so that's 210321 at 2121, 9:21 p.m. We will see who has the most engagement, and you will receive a 1-hour consultation with me, personal one-on-one. So that's my gift to all of you listening here today.
Very nice. And bravo for you guys, because you guys are about to get some free gift. So go ahead, do what she just told you guys to do, and let's see if you can score some valuable time with Jacy. Okay, any last words that you guys want to add on before we end the call?
I think the last words, this would be more for the women out there, all the Venuses, right? It's tough for men, most men, to express their feelings and to be very vulnerable in sharing their truth. And it's really important that we create a safe haven for them so that they don't feel that they are any less of a man when they are sharing their emotions and when they're sharing their feelings. Because they were brought up, most of them, to be, you got to be tough, man up, why are you crying? Don't cry. So having grown up in that kind of environment is really tough. And we as women be their champion, have them be able to put their head on your lap and to feel that warmth and love coming from you. Create that safe haven for them to feel what they need to feel, because right now they may not have that emotional muscle, and you're helping them build that. That's what I wanted to say. Thank you. Terence, anything you'd like to add?
No, you said it all.
Beautiful. Okay, cool. If you guys enjoyed this, don't forget to share this episode with your friends, your family, and whoever it is that you feel needs some love advice. They will be learning a lot of things. And until then, I shall see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye.